Hi everyone, my name is Vondechii Van Grover and I'm the CEO and founder of Vondechii's Vault. And today I wanted to talk about voter suppression. Voter suppression in U.S. history and politics is any legal or extra-legal measure or strategy whose purpose or practical effect is to reduce voting or registering to vote by members of a targeted racial group, political party, or religious community. The overwhelming majority of victims of voter suppression in the United States have been African Americans. Voter suppression has been practiced in the United States since at least the era of Reconstruction, from 1865 to 1877, when African Americans in the states of the former Confederacy were briefly able to exercise their newly won rights to vote, to run for local, state, and federal offices, and to serve on juries. The 14th and 15th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution, along with a series of laws passed by a Republican-dominated Congress between 1866 and 1875, guaranteed U.S. citizenship and equal civil and legal rights to African Americans, specifically prohibited restricting or denying the right to vote on basis of race, criminalized the terrorist activities of white supremacist organizations such as the Ku Klux Klan, and authorized the use of federal troops to protect polling stations and to put down white supremacist violence. Relying on federal protection, African American voters elected hundreds of black state representatives and 16 black U.S. representatives and senators. By 1870, nearly all of the former Confederate states were controlled by the Republican Party. Despite those gains, intimidation and violence against African American office holders and would-be voters in the South, including beatings and murders, were never completely eradicated. In the 1870s, Northern support for federal intervention in the Southern states to ensure racial equality began to wane, and a series of U.S. Supreme Court rulings continuing into the 1890s greatly limited the scope of Reconstruction-era constitutional amendments and civil rights laws. All of those factors combined to enable white Democrats to retake control of all but 3 Southern states by 1876. Early tactics of voter suppression aimed at African Americans continued to be used throughout the first half of the 20th century. After Reconstruction, African Americans were prevented from voting or registering to vote through intimidation, violence, poll taxes, literacy, or comprehension tests, which were not applied to illiterate whites. Quote, good character tests, grandfather clauses in which their original form restricted voting rights to the male descendants of persons who were eligible to vote prior to 1866 or 1867. Whites-only primary elections and outright fraud committed by white election officials. Another political strategy that is sometimes treated as a form of voter suppression is racial or partisan gerrymandering, which is the drawing of electoral districts by state legislatures in such a way as to dilute the voting power of members of a certain racial group or political party, though it does not specifically prevent any person from voting or registering to vote. By packing large numbers of a racial group or political party into a few districts, or by cracking, aka dispersing them among several districts, such gerrymanderers can ensure the targeted group or party will be permanently underrepresented in a state legislature or in Congress relative to their absolute numbers in the state, which is also the goal of voter suppression. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to watch other Witchy Wellness videos on public health, Witchy Wellness, and Black Girl Magic, please go to my website. It's www.vondechii.com. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you there. Bye.